So one of the puppets that gets one of the best reactions on stage is our radish god, who gets lots of giggles as he enters and takes his lift to his chosen destination.
I think one of my favourite puppets in terms of the reaction it gets from the audience is the Kashira heads. They're played by a performer called Iga-chan, and he himself has a green painted face and bald cap, and then he has two 3D printed versions of his own head in different expressions. And otherwise, he's not wearing much else. So that in itself gets a lot of funny reactions, but his kind of ability, so acrobatic and kind of such an athletic mover, that he's rolling, he's tumbling, he's sort of throwing and catching his own heads. Like he kind of embodies the kind of characters of these three bouncing green heads from the film, but in such a kind of theatrical way that the audience enjoy the fact that his kind of body is present and not present at the same time.
So one of my favourite puppets on the show is also one of the smallest puppets on the show, which is our spellworm. I love him because he creates such a beautiful illusion on stage. He looks like he appears out of nowhere, and then we use this really brilliant iridescent fabric on him which catches the light in a really beautiful way, and I love his little inquisitive face.
One of my favourite puppets on the show is Ogairu, who is the frog doorman of the bathhouse, and he's a very kind of springy, elasticated puppet that's operated by one person, amazingly, and their hands are sort of constantly swapping, so they've got one hand in the head operating a trigger for his mouth, and then that other hand is swapping from feet to hands and back again, so that the whole character feels really, really articulate and expressive, even though it's only two pairs of hands operating him. Adapting Spirited Away for the stage is definitely a career highlight for us. It's also the project we've done that contains the most number of puppets, with over kind of 60 animated puppetry kind of elements.
One thing that we've loved about it is that we've got to revisit this show because it opened in Japan first before it's opened in London, and in doing that we got to refine some of the elements of our puppets that we wanted to take a closer look at, which has been a joy to see them on stage in their brand spanking new versions. You've had a sneak peek at the Spirited Away puppets, now come and see them in action.
It's playing at the London Coliseum until the 24th of August.